I'm going to favor Alliance just because I am not convinced by Fnatic's play.
That is I think, a good read. Yeah, I would lean the same way, to be honest. I think Fnatic have been much shakier. Whereas Alliance, when they faltered, it was very draft-driven. And Alka's obviously...
Alliance have
good
stuns,
enough.
right?
Yeah.
Like, they got stuns for days here. They're good as far as draft goes, and I don't think they lost a game where we felt like they had a good draft.
Oh, this is definitely a solid draft. Alk is definitely a viable core, whether he's the OP carry that some teams seem to think he is yet to be seen. But even if he's just like a decent, viable carry, I'd favor Alliance here. So, but we'll see. This is the game where I think 23 Savage needs to step up and do some magic on his Night Stalker. Also, Moon Invoker could put on a show. It's another play to look out for.
It definitely has Sunstrike potential with Deja Shackles.
Do you think we'll see the Exort Invoker
I
this game?
think so. I think against a Death Prophet you can get away. Well, technically still don't know who's mid, but I think against either of the heroes that show up mid, he can get away with it.
You don't want to value the Spirit Vessel against both Death Prophet and Alk, though?
With a Legion Commander press the attack, I think the Dispel is just too good against it.
Alk goes BKB as well.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, my first thought was like, well, you can get versus Alk, but he's going to BKB.
And Chemical Rage still dispels on cast. So.
Ooh, that's nice.
It is nice.
Multi-dispels.
Multi-dispels.
So it looked like there was some sort of weird reconnect thing going on, at least on my screen.
What does the chat have to say? No, I meant not Twitch chat. I meant the Dota game
Oh,
chat.
I already checked that. There's nothing.
Yeah. No, that's a lot. If you click the go back to the game, and then click that.
So it looks like there's an audio issue for Alliance is what the pause is about. Fnatic are ready. No more bathroom breaks. To be fair to them, this pause is Alliance's fault.
Not that we're blaming anyone for anything.
Exactly.
By the way, have I mentioned how much Ice died in this tournament?
Oh, let's
still on that.
Can we talk about that for another 2 minutes?
Let's do it, please.
We got to fill.
Be my guest.
9.75 deaths per game.
You committed it to memory. You didn't even pull that up.
Yep. In the last best of 3 when these two teams met, it was an ugly sight.
He's on a tiny. What's the worst that could happen?
10 deaths.
I think that's the best that could happen.
What do you mean? That's more than his average.
Yeah, he's above average.
I just remember his pudge 0-9 in the trees, where he looks like he's about to just feed 0-10, and then he makes a sick play and outplays the hell out of Elias.
I think he's gonna die a lot this game too, because Night Stalker's gonna be farming.
It's a hot take.
Well, like the lineup pretty much guarantees it, right?
He's laning versus an Alchemist, right? That's not a lane you die in.
No, not in the lanes.
Oh, okay.
But like
later.
come a little bit later in the game,
Sure.
like Night Stalker's just chilling and farming, right, for like the first 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
So Tiny is the one that's setting up the ganks, which means Tiny's the one that's getting his butt beat down when Alliance return fire.
Where are we setting the over/under on his deaths per game? This game.
10.
This game.
10 seems like good.
Over or under 10?
Well, let's do
You gotta
let's
go
do
0.5.
9.
You
Let's
gotta
do
do
9.
So 9.5?
9.75 or
Well, you got to do the middle ground. So if you say under,
Okay,
then
okay.
it's 9 or less. Or
Yeah.
10.
Oh,
it's
okay,
9.
okay. I'm
So
with
yeah.
you. I'm gonna say under. I think
Under
I'm
9.5.
putting
I
under
think
9.5.
over for sure.
I'm under. I don't think he dies. A lot of his deaths always come the first 10, 15 minutes of the game, and I don't think he's dying in the lane. I think he's only going to die 5 or 6 times this game.
Well, Alliance is going to end their game really quickly then.
Do you think over 5.5? Over under 5.5?
Over for sure.
Over 5.5.
Okay. I believe in Ice. He's not. He's dying.
Now you
he's dying.
believe in him.
Yep.
This has been your personal trash
This is
session.
his game. This is his
running
comeback
a
story.
vendetta against this guy for the past 2 days.
He is going to go off. He is going to get a fast blink dagger. He's dying less than 5.5 times. He's going to have a fantastic game. Ice. Don't prove me wrong. Please. Every time, honestly, if you do, I don't mind either. Either way, I'm happy.
So this is a win-win. Either you win the bet or or he feeds, and then you get to be entertained.
The bad scenario is like the 6 to 8 range.
That's
He
true.
needs to die less than 6 or more than like 8 or 9. just go big in one
It
direction.
was either comical or win the bet.
Yeah. Oh man.
So we got another game going on for those who don't like pauses.
Yeah,
I believe it's actually going on. Let's check that out.
Can I check that one out?
Twitch.tv
You're gonna radio cast it?
/ Beyond the Summit 2.
There's
No.
the gyrocopter.
You
He's farming up that hard.
No, no. Hey, let's show some respect to B-Comp and Lizard.
My bad.
We're not going to steal their thunder.
Yeah.
Well, we could.
Lizard, another Bulgarian representative, so him and Nico Baby.
He's not Bulgarian.
He's not?
No.
I don't think
He's,
so. Some other European
Oh,
country.
really?
He's Bosnian.
Oh, Bosnian. That's right. My bad.
You know, that's really offensive.
It is. Very much so.
You don't seem like you.
Isn't Mind Control Bulgarian?
Yes.
Yes.
Mind Control is
Mind Control
Bulgarian.
is the other Bulgarian.
That's what I was probably thinking of.
Yeah. But yeah, that game's going on. We got a Magnus Jug on the Fighting Pandas side, and Ehome with the old gyrocopter.
Gyrocopter. Oh,
Yeah.
Monkey King.
What? There's a monkey. Oh, yeah, there's a monkey
Owning
king.
too. Look at that.
That's a Manet classic there.
I love Monkey King. I'm really bad at that hero, though.
Yeah. You need a. I did not have the patience to learn trees very well.
The number of times that I die, like trying to get my ult off, or like finally get it off, and then just immediately die. It's real embarrassing. That hero's tough to play.
He's my highest win percentage hero in Dota 2.
You've played
Monkey
him
King?
once, and you have a 100% win rate.
I played it 6 times.
Whoa.
5 and 1.
Wow.
Whoa!
So I don't have any heroes.
You
I'm
offering
100% on.
lessons?
Mine is Zeus. I'm 7-0.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's good.
I'm pretty sure I've only ever randomed Zeus also.
All right, we have an unpause. Woo!
Good
Let's
stuff.
go, boys.
Well, let's calm down. The game has not started yet.
There's still time.
A lot can go wrong here.
DJ saying 1-0, by the way. Don't know if you guys caught that little
Ooh.
bit of quick bad BM.
There's too much pause time. They're saying this.
Dude, this Gandalf is
That's a good set.
this Coddle. It's like he has not had a good night's sleep in a while. He's all haggard and barely hanging on to his horse.
He has the Alliance Alchemist set.
He does. That's
Yeah.
true.
I saw the mask. I was like, that's
Yeah.
an Alliance logo. Oh wait, yeah, sure enough. Nico baby, repping the Alliance.
Only makes sense. All right. Stop what you're doing. Pay attention. We have Dota 2 coming at you right now. It is Alliance versus Fnatic, best of 3. Huge playoff implications. Winner of this series straight into the upper bracket.
I'm rich.
They will feel deliciously happy, and the loser, well, they'll be in the BO1s and borderline suicidal. So you better win. Can Fnatic slay the Alchemist strat? It got banned out a lot yesterday. It slips through here, but they knew it was coming. So presumably, they've got a plan.
One of my favorites.
See soon enough. The Ice Tiny going to be the lane encounter.
All right,
Oh boy.
here's the plan. Just kill jabs. Blinding light, though. Fada, not going to be able to finish him off.
Yeah, he tried to run away because if he goes for the body blocks, he's going to get blinded anyway. So he tried to do some like next level,
I think
super far body block.
either that or he was trying to get it far away from Hanskin that only one of them gets blinding lighted, but he couldn't make enough distance. AoE is just too big on that spell.
So they're going to leave 33 alone, it looks like. He's been given a lot of extra regen and just secure this Alx farm.
Can 23 Savage get the double rune bottom? No. He's going to go back for his own. 1 rune apiece. 2 runes apiece. And that's with an Alx, so you're happy if you're Alliance.
Yeah.
So how's this tri-lane going to fare against the Tiny Keeper?
Pretty well. They've got a stun set up into a follow-up, into an arrow. Like, you feel pretty good that you can particularly bully this Coddle. Normally Coddle wants to play in like the side of the lane on the right side and just trade right clicks with Blinding Light, but you can't do that against a tri-lane that has this kill potential.
Yeah.
Someone will just be constantly hunting you, and probably the Ogre trying to set up that stun.
He has to use the blinding light on the...
They're going to get the party started nice and early. Blinding Light will prevent any sort of kill threat, but good harass on Ice. And they got the early Bassi here for Hanskin, so that will be pretty value in the lane.
They'll be using these spells off cooldown more or less. But it's going to be Ice who tanks it because he can survive with the Blinding Light support. If it's Jabs getting caught, he just goes down more or less.
So our mid lane, 6-0 CS start on the DP, 7-0 now.
Wow.
Moon has a big wave coming in.
Perfect 8 CS.
Not bad for him. Obviously Invoker not really that great at level 1, but tends to ramp up.
Yeah.
at the later levels.
So what build are you expecting out of this Moon Invoker?
I mean, he's got Quaswex so far. Not to say that means he's fully committed to it, but I'd slightly lean towards the Quaswex just because he wants to be more active and allow this Night Stalker just to greedily farm an Ags, and then once the Ags is there, you want to just try and win the game off of it. So I think Quaswex.
Not meant to be.
33 chewing through a lot of regen here in the bottom lane. Taking some heavy punishment from the Shadow Shaman.
Definitely a lane you want to...
I think that's 4 tangos already.
Yeah.
About to be his 5th.
He's playing the 1v2. You can't stop the Alk from free farming because of the tri-lane, so you need to make sure this bottom lane goes well for yourself.
We're going to keep the pressure up in the top lane. Ice does miss here on the Avalanche. That could be trouble. Arrow is available. They've already committed the Blinding Light. Cooling down in just a few seconds on the run. The Acid Spray should be enough here to net a first blood, and it's going to go to Nico, baby. So a great start for him.
Oh, no.
So it begins, my friends.
Should
The nightmare is upon us.
You want to change your number, gods?
That's the tri-lane. You know, it's an alchemist, but playing...
Are you, like, trying to say these deaths don't count or something?
No, they definitely count.
Okay.
I'm not backpedaling.
Be a man of your bet, you know. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, 23 Savage, you know, 19 and 5. CS and well here.
Yeah.
You got a Night Stalker in the game.
Night Stalker's not going to be too bothered. I mean, even if the Shaman wasn't here, I feel like the high armor of a Night Stalker can deal with a Legion Commander just fine. So if DJ chooses to rotate, I think that 23 Savage will still just be fine.
They do have Shackles here. 33 sticking around.
I imagine DJ rotates, it's just more a matter of when. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want to be tri-laning as a level 1 Shaman Coddle. Once he's like level 3, I think that may be time to go top because you've secured your Night Stalker a big advantage in the lane with the CS he's got.
I mean, with Quaswex, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes mid. Death Prophet can be pretty vulnerable to Shackles.
Okay, he's going to go for another pull here, play the kind of economy game, but as it stands, nothing stopping the Alk from getting his farm.
Yeah, Moon having a pretty rough time mid. 8 CS to the 23, almost 24
Whoa.
of
Wow.
DP.
Okay, I did not see that coming.
I mean, Evoker's not really supposed to win his lane, but this is a hard loss.
Yeah. This is rough. And
That-
he's committing
it was
Quaswex.
I mean, it really was just those first 2 waves.
Oh, they're going to rotate, though. Tornado off the mark. DJ, though, he's still going to go in with the Cold Snap combo. I don't think they get this kill without that Tornado. Spirit Siphon coming out, and Limp just sliding away.
That's such a big loss for them. They commit a TP that would have guaranteed kill with the Tornado. They had the level 2 Ether Shock.
Yeah, I'm surprised they led with it, though. Like, they...
With the Tornado?
Right.
First
I
was just
think
like a Cold Snap.
Or, I mean, just like the Shackles landed anyway. I'm pretty sure he was going to get it. Unless if Death Prophet ran south.
Oh, find 33
different
instead.
call.
Looks like Legion Commander going to go down to the Taser.
Oh, that's DJ's Arcane Boots already, 4 minutes in.
Wow.
This
Classic
guy
DJ
always
things.
makes plays.
Holy shit.
Yeah. He had some
Team is
neutral
heavy,
pulls,
but he is strong.
but I'm okay with him leading with Tornado. You just got to hit it, because that should be an easy one to hit. There's no boots on Limp.
Yeah.
That was just a mistake from Moon, if anything.
5-minute runes coming up against an Alchemist. Doesn't look like Fnatic are in a position to really challenge it.
Not top, yeah.
Not top.
Ideally, you go for 3. You try to get both bottom and
Yeah.
1 top.
And
That's
Hanskin's up here to secure the top when the tri-lane's still operating, so...
Yeah, 23 Savage can keep 33 in the lane while DJ grabs both.
Well, Morana's going to try to contest this, but she's too late. So yeah, it should be a 3-for-1. DJ
Oh, he's not going for that.
not going for it.
I guess the 33 assumes he goes for it, so because he doesn't have a ward.
Well, Savage has phase, so if he sees 33 going, he
Yep.
could run over. So a support would have to TP.
Looking to catch Limp by surprise, but even Limp's falling back. Might be going for a shrine or something here.
Yeah, and hasn't seen DJ reemerge after a turn to nighttime, so he's playing it safe.
All right, set the timer. Nico Baby already has the relic queued up.
Yeah, okay.
3,700 net worth.
He's in the danger zone. A kill and assist. Huge
first
net worth
blood.
advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only one of the 4 bounty runes.
Those
but
bounties are a big deal, though, because like
They are.
Invoker is actually out net worthing the Death Prophet. He has caught up decently in CS, but yeah, it's that's a big deal.
Yeah. The regen battle is something Invoker typically wins mid-2 with the Quaswex build.
Yeah.
Death Prophet's forced to use just a bit more salves, tangos.
Especially with that gank as well.
Yeah. Whereas Moon just gets the free HP regen.
They're going to engage top, though. Ice 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 could be death number 2. Blinding Light was used.
Death number 3? Trying to fudge the numbers here, LD.
Oh, is that
I
death
know
number
the
3?
bet.
I lost
remember
track.
it.
No, I was over, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
rooting for extra deaths.
Okay, then.
He's only got 2 more this game. Don't worry, guys.
I mean, I said he should die, though. Like, I think the nature of the draft is maybe not so much in the lanes. I didn't really expect the tri-lane, but you know, he is going to be their primary initiator later on.
Here comes Night Stalker.
23 Savage trying to get aggressive here. He is real low, but so too is Fada. Man, the Ether Shock damage. They've underestimated it. They've got stick charges on 23 Savage. Quick TP out from DJ. No duel just yet. He is gone. Macawing himself
Buys the smoke.
all the way back.
I wonder where he's going to go. I would hope mid. I think Limp needs to die.
You don't think he goes top for Alchemist?
I don't think you kill an Alchemist.
DJ's really under-leveled this game, though, compared to like some of the past games. He's like level 5
Yeah.
at this point. He's only 3.
I don't know if you can
Closing
get
on 4.
to Alchemist before he hits level 6, because Shaoman's a hella slow hero, and he's crawling his way up there. Didn't even smoke up for it yet.
There's a lot of stacks being formed in this dire jungle, too. That is a big concern.
They're decent at taking them. Not great at this stage with only the level 1 Illuminate.
And the Alka's...
Level 2 Ether Shot.
Oh, yeah, for Radiant. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
Alka's
yeah, I mean
just
for
falling
stealing
back
them.
in the jungle already, though.
Mid leap.
So Alk says, I'm not level 6. This lane doesn't feel safe. Shaman's missing. I'm just going to go take these triple stacks and things my team has made for me already.
Nico Baby is real farmed, guys. Basically feels unchallenged.
It's
Over halfway to the Relic.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Moon's rotating top, so they're going to give the mid lane to DJ to catch up on experience.
Oh, Tornado EMP. This is going to connect. There's the follow-up there, though. The arrow comes through. Hits Ice Ice Ice. I don't know if they have the damage without his toss. Looks like they don't. Limp gets out. Handskin. Nice shot there. Spoiled the gank.
Yeah, slick arrow. It's not a siege creep wave either. Not that it would matter against a Mirage. Should just arrow it. But they're just going to zone her out. I still don't think they can take this tower, though.
It's probably too late to contest Nico Baby here. Has the ultimate up to 3K gold. Just added about 800 to his bank account in the last minute.
This is a free farming Night Stalker still. Like, he's not going to ever keep up with a free farming Alchemist, but this is a hero we've just seen take over the game once that Aghanim Scepter comes online.
Yeah, and they have good support to enable him. You know, we talked about the Invoker. The Tiny is real poor, but still just a good ganker. But I'd be concerned if I were Fnatic.
They're banking on the power of Night Stalker. That's for sure.
Or DJ Shaman.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 5th net worth. He's out farming 33's Legion Commander.
Or Ice 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 Tiny, you know.
Well, I mean,
Trying to go on Handskin, but he's able to leap away in time.
Poking here, trying to make it harder for Alliance to defend this tower.
whoa.
Do find a kill bottom on Limp.
That's DJ Shadow Shaman with a haste rune.
Yeah, and a great ward that he placed earlier.
Oh,
near
and
the
a courier.
Oh, the
With
Dark
the-
Ascension.
They're going to be diving here top. They do find the Legion Commander. TP out from the Mirana, so 33 is left alone. Fnatic starting to see some momentum. They get another kill on Fada. Just like that, Alk's world gets a little dangerous.
Wait, Carry Nightstalker's allowed to do stuff before his Aghanims is online? What's this all about? 23 Savage.
Yeah, Eurus
And
needs
they're
to be
going to
watching
grab
this, man.
these kills are happening at a good time for Fnatic, too, because they're going to get 3 bounties again.
They got
Four, I
4.
believe?
Oh,
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, 4 bounty runes. Ice Ice
Jeez.
Ice taking a bit of a stack here as well. Not a massive one, but at least anything to take away from Alk. Really good sequence of events for them. DJ's about to hit level 6 as well, without even using the Tome of Knowledge.
And now they have the Shaman wards, can potentially go for a big push here. Action continues up top, but 33 too tanky.
It's an interesting idea where they have just had Moon camping out this top lane. It's not like he's contesting the Alk's farm, because Alk has been jungling for a while, but
I don't think anyone Radiant has been mid in like the past 2 minutes.
they had DJ there. He for a little
so
bit,
that's
but
where
then
he
he
got his level
DJ
6,
went
okay.
mid, then he
Oh, and
roamed
got the
bottom.
haste rune.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
so-
I think he left at the 10-minute mark when he got the haste, maybe.
Oh, man. Real annoying to be the Legion Commander right now.
Yeah, but
Constantly out of mana.
this Cold Snap, I mean, as long as she has like a Mango, the Cold Snap Spear Vessel is never going to kill her because she has to press the attack, so.
23 Savage is trying to commit for this tower in the bottom lane. They do have the Shaman Ward. DJ somewhat in the neighborhood. Are they going to come and drop him? He's thinking about it. Nico Baby has that tower under control, and they are going to back off in the end. So no commitment just yet. Still keeping the pressure up top. Fnatic just kind of in slow siege mode on both of these side lanes here.
It's just sustained from the Cuddle Chakra, allowing Ice to just spam spells for days. He's just constantly harassing, and that makes it very hard to defend when you just don't have full health. DJ comes up, does decide to drop Serpent Wards.
Wow, okay.
The creep wave was going to die, so they would have had to wait maybe another creep wave to get that one, but...
Radiance online. 11 or 12 minutes, basically.
Yeah.
But it feels like Fnatic are doing a lot. That sequence of events where they got the courier, a couple of hero kills.
They look good right now. I think this game's somewhat even-ish right now. Fnatic seems to be doing a lot more, but that's of course the nature of Alk just farming up Radiance in the jungle. So Alliance's timing happens around that, basically the BKB/Blink.
Death Prophet is very poor, and so too is Legion, and that has to be concerning. These heroes need farm.
DJ's out farming Death Prophet. This is, once again. And
he's got a blink.
I think these out games don't feel great when both your other cores are struggling. You need usually at least one of your cores to have a decent-ish game. They don't have to be crushing their lane, but they need to just be going even, and neither Legion nor Death Prophet are having that even game.
Do you see Moon closing out his Spirit Vessel, so they'll get a tool to deal with the Alk here soon. DJ just lurking, and he'll blink back. Like you said, they're keeping the pressure up around the map. No one's really committing.
You're the blink dagger at 13 minutes.
Yeah, this is bananas.
Holy cow.
He actually had it like a minute and a half ago.
This guy's just nuts.
Dual bottom lane. Can they kill off this Night Stalker? DJ's coming in. Has the nukes, turns it around, and Exorcism committed, but I don't see them killing this Night Stalker.
Decide to play it safe. No detection, I believe, and also that Exorcism can get kind of spooky.
In fact, Fnatic are pushing elsewhere while the Exorcism is going. Committing onto the Ogre, Moon, EMP, Cold Snap, and Alliance try to make something happen with the Moonlight Shadow, but nothing is happening. So now Fnatic will have a nice window with the wards up.
Wards up, Aghanim's up on Night Stalker, Natural Night in another minute.
Feels like go time.
Yeah.
They don't have great vision as Alliance have de-warded several wards, but they'll still
they
find
got the Cold
Handskin.
Snap into the Hex, so it just leaps out, but Ice waiting, chucks the
Oh,
Golem
neutral.
down to the low ground.
That was actually sick. Handskin just barely gets into the trees, so no immediate shackle follow-up. Because DJ, there's no way he misses that unless
I think they can go tier 2 here, though.
Yeah,
the wards.
they have wards, yeah.
They've got the Aghanim Scepter Night Stalker. It's going to be nighttime in 30 seconds.
DJ's got bigger ambitions. He wants to go Alk.
Oh,
just a bit too late.
Blink is up, and he
just
half
a bit
second,
too late.
yeah. That would have been a huge kill to get.
Yeah, especially because Nico Baby is about to get a BKB.
Yeah.
And it's mostly, I guess Night Stalker's right clicks are decent, but it's mostly nuke damage for Fnatic right now, so BKB will be big this game.
It's the Shaman factor, but because they've got the Legion Commander, they have that save against the Shackles and the Hex. Legion are having a miserable time. He really is going to feel like a lot of a support hero to a certain extent.
They're going to take this fight bottom. They know there's no Death Prophet. They can go in. Ice hunting. So too is 23 Savage. Everyone spreading. Gives them the big old chuck. Out comes the triple Void on the run. Alliance just getting massacred here. Towers can't stand against this. Heroes can't stand against this. They need to get back real quick. The chucks, the Voids, just don't overextend. 23 Savage. Oh, he eats the deal. He eats the Spirit.
Oh,
Will-O-Wisp for the save. Will-O-Wisp for the win.
Oh, my God.
Gets out.
Ice didn't believe. He ran away.
Yeah, he did.
He's like, you're dead. I'm not helping you. And jabs with the heads up ulti. That Night Stalker death would have really hurt them when it's nighttime at this point, so... Good call from Fnatic. Top bounty runes, I believe. Yeah, Fnatic ended up picking those up. So it's 2 for 2 bounty runes, something Alliance will be happy about with the Alchemist, but it's still looking Fnatic favored right now, despite where the Alch is at. There's 4 cores in the top 5 on the Fnatic side.
Alch does have BKB. Just got to be careful not to overextend into him as Fnatic. Currently just chilling in the jungle, though.
This is definitely the cleanest Fnatic early mid-game we've seen this tournament.
Clean and Fnatic has been anathema up until now. Those are not two words you put in the same sentence, but you're right.
I'm not holding my breath yet. I think if I give Fnatic like 2 core deaths, and once that happens, then it starts going heavily in favor. I didn't know Light of Heaven was casting this.
So far, though,
what an icon.
none of their cores have died.
None of the cores have died. Yeah, so they're doing it great.
Their 3 cores have 0 deaths between them.
DJ, oh, the real core's getting caught out here, guys. This is a problem.
Okay.
There's their first
That's
core
one.
death. Yeah, first core death of the game.
Nice little duel win there by 33, but he might get punished here in the bottom lane. Charging forward with the cold snap with the Night Stalker right clicks. Need one more Void. Oh, he's safe. He's out of there.
He wanted to play it safe.
They don't want to overcommit.
It's risky. This Ogre does pose a bit of a threat with the multicast Fire Blast if you dive towers there.
And Fnatic don't really. I guess they have the Ignis, but it's not like a traditional save by any means.
Blink online for the Alchemist. He's got the whole kit. He's ready to rumble.
Only 2 points in the stun right now, but he does have the whole kit, as you mentioned.
Yeah, I imagine everyone's just setting up for the Mirana arrow, though. Between Fire Blast, Duel, and Unstable Concoction, they just want to load up a long arrow.
It's just going to feel... If you can just ignore the Alk and just blow up Death Prophet and some of these other heroes, it's like you can just deal with the Alk last using like your stuns. I think for Fnatic this...
I think Night Stalker is the only hero that can like go into the Radiance, though. I think all the other heroes can't stand in a fight long enough to like make the way to the Death Prophet.
Particularly now out with a BKB, like this Invoker has to be a little bit cautious in these fights.
Yeah.
But
Looks like they might be making a play now. The whole team grouping up.
Man, DJ's still going for BKB despite being against a Legion commander.
you just have to shackle the Legion, maybe.
You're probably not like initiating onto the Shaman, right? Like the Legion's probably going first.
I think it's
No,
just a
to
good item
press the
against
attack
their
off
heroes.
their shackles.
Oh, press the
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good item, I feel like, regardless against their lineup to a certain extent. There is physical damage from Death Prophet and Alk, but...
I think the Legion's usually going to be focused on starting fights, though. Like they don't have another way to start them.
Aside from the Alchemist, I guess. But yeah. I'm just thought that like an Aether Lens would be more up the...
Fnatic setting up mid. They see Fada. That's going to be the first hero they go on. Limp could be next, though. DJ's in position.
Nice.
Gets off the wards. Gets the trap with the Ignis. Heavy commitment. They will secure the kill. Now they can push.
I feel like this is how you take fights for Fnatic. If you can get the jump on them and not go on Alchemist, go on the others, Alk doesn't want to fight when it's like a 3v5. Yeah, he's got all his items, but he doesn't want to play that kind of a game.
And hey, you have push because you have an Alacrity Night Stalker hitting for like 300 per attack.
Yeah, but they used wards to kill off the Death Prophet, and Dark Ascension's going to time out now, so they get a tier 2, but it's not going to be much more than that.
Just feels like Alliance have no place they can make outside of Alk initiating. So if Alk is just roaming around the map and trying to initiate, he's not farming.
Yeah.
Legion not having a blink makes it very limited in what they can do.
Is there a point where he can just man up and they can take a fight? Is the AC the item? Then you can go?
I mean, he's kind of ready to go now. It's just he wants teammates who are also ready to go. Like, he doesn't really want to just be smoking up and trying to blink initiate when there's farm on the map. He needs to be the one farming and pushing lanes, but then also he's the initiator, which is just like this. He can't do everything.
Fnatic getting into their comfort zone here, pushing out the lanes, spreading the map, but doing it from a position of advantage, and it's going to be a 20-minute Midas by Moon, so securing them some extra late game.
Yeah, you're playing against Alk. You've got your key item in the Spirit Vessel. Why not? There's no other obvious item that gives you a power spike at this stage of the game, so your levels and your crazy talents like your Cataclysm matter a lot more.
It's hard to see Alk doing it alone with the way the game's developed.
Yeah,
I agree.
Limp and 33 need to get some useful items soon.
God, they are desperately poor.
It's like there's the Yules, but this is a Death Prophet who's miles behind. Legion, you can kind of play from behind if you just have a blink, but he still needs 1,500 gold.
Alka trap pick, perhaps? We shall see. Not looking great right now.
And it's like, you can say, oh, the Alk's doing fine, look at his farm, but the reason particularly the Legion, struggling is because they had to tri-lane to secure Alk's lane. Perhaps you could say Limp shouldn't be struggling this much, but The supports basically camped Alchemist, his lane. They were stacking jungle for him for a lot of this game. And Fnatic is just like happy to sit back there. Like, we've kind of won the early mid game. Normally, Alchemist beats you around the 20-minute mark. This is not like
This is when everyone sits behind him and he just smacks buildings.
Yeah. You think Alkia is this kind of crazy carry, but it's this crazy carry who comes online 20 minutes in or even like 18 minutes in and starts killing you. And that hasn't happened. So I think Fnatic feels like they can actually just go late game here.
Yeah, they're going to go Roche. So it appears. Wards get dropped. 23 Savage will tank it up.
It's daytime, but they've got the Dark Ascension. That's the other reason Fnatic's not looking to play hyper aggressively as it is daytime.
Alliance still, I mean, they're still immensely respecting what Fnatic have right now. They're all just grouped up.
They scout the Roshan with an arrow, but are they going to come?
I think they need to.
Yeah.
They can't just give this up for free, and it's a slow Roche. The wards are going to start getting cleaned up. They might have softened it up for Alliance. Limp charges in. He says, great, I'm just going to get to work here. I don't know about this, though. This is risky. They catch out Nico, baby. As well as 33. Loses all his mana. Right away, Ice 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 coming in with the quick combo. The Ignis gets dropped. Pretty heavy commitment. Caught out, too. Now the BKB Night Stalker charging in, going back the other way. Yet to find that key kill, but it's the Alk who's isolated. They zoned out the rest of the team. They completely combo him down. Didn't even get off the BKB. Doesn't have to buy back. Night Stalker in deep, though. The duel does not going to matter. He's fine. He gets out of there. And now the Ogre Magi in trouble. Fnatic cleaning house. 3 heroes dead, including that precious Alk. It's going to be 4. Running onto Limp now with the Void coming through. Maybe not. Can he get away? Cold Snap.
Again.
DJ has the shackles. Big Chuck. Big
Ice,
kill.
Ice,
The Night
Ice.
Stalker.
It's his game. It's the comeback game, guys. Ultra kill. Only 3 deaths as well. 5, 3, and 3.
How could I doubt?
There's still time left, but no, it looks really good for Fnatic.
I'm still giving DJ credit for that. He manages to snipe out the Alchemist before he activates the BKB. Yet again, the Shaman disable, instantly making sure that the carry can't do anything. And now
Even here at Roche, he's like zoning out the Mirana, playing on the top
exactly.
side. He's such a high IQ player. Like
Yeah.
he reads the enemy movements so well, and has the mechanical skills to punish it. And that is terrible news for Alliance. Doesn't matter how well this Alchemist is doing, the rest of his team is just down in the dumps. I saw you clicking the Alchemist in that fight, Tsunami. He did not have his AC for that fight.
Yeah.
That could have made a big difference.
He had to go for that, though. He needed to show up for that fight no matter what. I guess I would have gone for the same angle of approach. I don't blame him for going north. It's just, again, like you said, DJ, too high IQ for him.
They have so much like area control in the fights between the Night Stalker, Crippling Fear, and the Ignis and the Invoker. Yeah. It's very easy to split Alliance like that, and Fnatic did a good job.
It's just so hard for these Alliance heroes. You can't just walk in versus Invoker, because Tornado EMP is just being spammed out. Like, Legion just gets hit by it. There goes most of his mana. He then gets cold snapped if he uses press the attack. And then Ignis gets dropped. So yeah, Alk gets isolated.
Now Smoke looks like it just missed jabs. He's just going to waltz in bottom.
33, so close to his blink.
Gets it started, blasting him back. Ice, Ice, Ice there, missing the Avalanche. Follow-up actually on the other side of the fight where 23 Savage ran into the entire Alliance team. He's going to turn back and finish off the Legion Commander. Ignis comes through, catching out the Alchemist. BKB still available, yet to pop it this game, but doesn't really want to be fighting without his Legion Commander. They are going to think about a team fight. No, Ice, Ice, Ice. Quick assassination. The chase continues. Nico Baby might be the only one left standing by the time this dive ends. They get the cold snap onto Limp. The auto attack's coming through. Alchemist revving up a stun. Here he comes. Gets off the BKB. Can he do anything? He's hacking away at the Tiny with the follow-up of the Mirana. They will get Ice, Ice, Ice. That's a wicked 6 streak down. But they had to buy back on the Ogre for it. They also lost their Shaman. Decent showing from Alliance, all things considered.
Not too shabby, considering, the way this game's been going. They haven't really had any real action or kills in their favor for a long, long time.
Yeah, and I'm not broken up about an Ogre buyback if it manages to end a wicked 6 streak and you give that gold to the...
Death number 4, by the way.
True.
Even though he has 7 kills, we never said he would have a bad game. We just said he would die a lot.
I just care about the D.
At least you're honest.
Aghanim Scepter completed on the Invoker.
23 Savages hunting. This would be a dieback. The Bloodlust bot maybe going down. Moon looking for the huge tornado.
So
what a
close.
sick play. Gets the
still
2-hero
gets
ice
dueled.
wall, but he does get dueled. DJ's there with the big bailout. Gets off the shackles, locking down the Mirana. The BKB. Night Stalker looking for more. Legion Commander in trouble. Ogre
baby?
still alive for the moment. It looks like Fada maybe makes it out. The Avalanche off the mark. Doesn't have the TP, though. It's going to take him a little while.
Oh, God.
The
He's panicking.
elusive Ogre. Watch him in the wild.
Nice.
See him as he jukes easily, chunking catapults. Furious Rockman cannot find him.
They're
He's
scanning
out.
and everything.
He's out.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
Clean.
Simply unbelievable.
Yep.
That's actually kind of important. He's maxed out Bloodlust. That can make a difference between this
Yeah.
tier 2 tower going down.
And he would have been dead for like 50, 60
Yeah.
seconds, so.
Still going to lose a tier 2, looks like.
Yeah, it's too late to get into position for this, but the tier 3 at least should be protected.
That was such a, I mean, kind of lucky tornado at the start hitting the
It
Legion as he
was.
blinked in.
Yeah, if they managed to get the duel off first, I think Moon would have been dead for sure.
But Moon was trying to set up for like the multi-hero tornado because he ran past them,
Yeah.
then turned around. So
Right.
that was a pretty nice Invoker play.
Yes. Ended up getting the third, and
Has the Ags now too. So like this Alk BKB, still 9 seconds, but you go a couple team fights and
yeah.
you're getting controlled constantly.
And that was the big Moon dies there if Alk is BKB. Alk didn't want to go in and engage because it was still on cooldown from the previous fight.
Fnatic trying to push their advantage with the Sages.
Got an AC coming soon on Night Stalker themselves.
Moon is on the hunt. He, I think, just scouted Handskin, but Handskin, actually, thinking about a foray outside the base. That's a bold move.
Good Dire Ward just on the hills here, and doesn't see a whole lot, but sees enough. Very hard to get vision up when you're kind of stuck in your base in a position like this against a team who has so much map control.
This is literally the opposite of what an Alk team wants to be doing. They want to be penning you up in your base. So he's going Abyssal. And pretty standard.
Well, Mirana has overtaken the Legion Commander in net worth.
Oh, that's tough.
Aegis gets reclaimed, so Alliance want to make a move with the Moonlight Shadow. But Fnatic are retreating, sending in the tiny illusions, scouting things out.
Pinging the ward, they know exactly where Alliance just got some vision, it looks like.
Man, they're still in the area.
They have no sentries or gem, though. It's back on the courier.
Alliance are looking to set up here. They're going to potentially initiate on Ice Ice Ice. In comes 23 Savage with the Crippling Fear, keeping that Death Prophet back for the moment. BKB diving forward. The team's not really with him, though. The Void comes through. The rest of them hesitate. So it looks like a BKB blown.
I mean, Exorcism's popped.
Yeah.
Oh, they still want to
They
go.
still
Be
think
careful.
about it. Oh, they get the duel on the BKB Shaman, but the interruption here from the Invoker not going to matter. He's down. Ignis committed. Meatball rolling through. Big AoE spells everywhere, and Ice 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 makes his move. Jumps onto the Alk, tries to keep him controlled. Tries to prevent him from doing any damage in this fight. Already used his BKB. Nico Baby running away for dear life. He is not looking tanky. And this is without the Shaman getting his key spells off.
Fnatic felt a little bit too pressured to force a play there just because the Night Stalker like run in with his BKB, but you traded Night Stalker BKB for Alk BKB and Exorcism.
Yeah.
Like that was good for Fnatic until they had DJ go blinking in too aggressively.
And that was Shaman's BKB also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Not respecting the duel.
And 33 lives, which is the most surprising
Moon
thing.
is there with the Ghost Walk. Gonna scout out the smoke.
Fnatic respect that what Alliance, or the position they were in around this bump side of the map. And the really big thing is Alliance had that ward up the entire time. They had full vision around that area because of this cliff, and there was just no sentries. Fnatic knew it was there. They were pinging it, but...
They were trying to illuminate to, I guess, get the vision.
Yeah, but they didn't have the detection.
Yeah, no gem, no sentry, so there was no way to actually de-ward it. And they fought under clear light of day.
Counter AC here from 23 Savage.
Level 20 talent coming up.
Nice pickup versus the Exorcism.
This game still feels so tough for Alliance, but they're playing basically with one core in the late game against a team with 3 cores and a Shadow Shaman who can just lock down half your team, potentially.
And it's going to be a while before Alchemist is able to start gifting out Aghanim Scepters.
Yeah.
Because if he gives that to Death Prophet, then all of a sudden Death Prophet gets instantly viable. But right now, it's Nico Baby having to worry about himself. Get the Abyssal, and then I guess once the Abyssals maybe BOTs, or you start going after Aghanim Scepters. Or Moonshard, I don't know. Oh no, he's already got the first Ags in his quick play.
Yeah, I like this choice when you're up against so much lockdown, and you know he's been very conservative with the BKB charges, but at some point it's a 5-second BKB.
Yeah.
Got to spread the wealth between your team when your cores are this far behind. Well, your one core, your Death Prophet.
Cores.
Yeah.
9K net worth DP.
She gets a BKB. You
then
pull her an
she's
axe.
up there.
Yeah,
you know.
suddenly she's basically the same net worth as Tiny Invoker, or very similar.
Although Nightstalker has completed his AC.
Dire Scan did scout things out here, but they get the Hex on Nico Baby to start the fight. The wards come through. He gets off the BKB, press the attack, and now they look to turn the fight around, but get one kill. DJ down. Wards committed. Looking decent. Jabs is isolated here on the backside. They get the duel on the Legion Commander, and it's Hack-a-Slash time for Nico Baby. He does get 3 kills. 23 Savage on the run. Huge fight. Alliance just getting that counter initiation from the Legion, and then Nico Baby goes to work.
DJ's not respecting the
Press the
Legion
attack,
save.
yeah.
Press the attack, and then Nico Baby has the Abyssal Blade to just isolate and kill the Shadow Shaman to follow up. But the big thing is just press the attack.
Yeah.
You can't...
He needs to counter initiate.
Yes, he can't start the fight with this Blink BKB the same way he could the last game he played the Shadow Shaman.
Unless if it's on the Legion. If it's
Correct.
on the Legion, then I'm fine with it.
Even then, though, Auk has the Abyssal. Auk can Blink and Abyssal.
Yeah, that's true.
You feel a bit better about it, but...
I mean, better Shaman than, like, Abyssaling the Invoker or something.
End of the day, it's just not his job to start fights anymore.
Yeah.
Like, the previous game, when he was playing it, yeah, he could get away with it. This game, you've got a Tiny with a BKB, you've got an Invoker, and you've got a super farm Night Stalker. Let these guys do their thing. Come in at the end of the fight. Let Legion duel someone before you go for a play.
Did Tiny end up activating his BKB in that fight? I know he had it assembled.
No.
He didn't use it. Okay.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's impressive. It speaks a lot to how well Alliance are playing and picking their fights, that they're behind on so many of their heroes and can win a fight like that.
Yeah.
They are scouted right now.
It's the
No Shaman wards.
Roche standoff. The two teams don't know the respawn time of it.
Well, they get an Aegis. Eggs #1 is probably coming out. Nico Baby already 3.2k net worth.
Jesus. Last time wow.
Just spiked up like
yeah, what the hell? That fight was amazing.
couple grand.
Yeah. You do give it to the Death Prophet, right?
I think
Absolutely.
so.
Okay.
Just making her tankier even.
That's true.
That
well,
alone.
you don't get the stats.
Oh,
from
that's right.
Senta
That's right.
bags.
Used to, but not anymore.
Yeah. It's just that with the AC on the Night Stalker, like I was trying to say.
Oh, catching the Legion. 23 Savage gets it started. There will be no save in this fight. They catch out the Alchemist as well. Can they finish him off? Ice gives him the punch. Brings him down. Now Fada isolated and in trouble. The Ignis doing work. The buyback's coming through. Alk's back into it. Legion's back into it. Ogre's back into it. Triple buyback. And a clean disengage by Fnatic.
Great play from Fnatic. They recognized 33, got complete blinking in for that Invis rune. That was the biggest bait ever. Fnatic's a team that's always loved to do this with runes. They will camp around them, not pick them up, and just
now they
pick
really
you
need
off
this
for it.
Aegis. Nico Baby's just walking straight into the pit.
They still have Exorcism, so...
Blinding Light out. They know BKBs are on cooldown, but Night Stalkers is coming up soon.
It's about to be nighttime in 10 seconds because with no Dark Ascension...
Alliance are feeling desperate to claim this.
DJ just top pushing out the wave to apply a bit of pressure, but he also doesn't have much mana.
All right, another 800 gold for Alchemist. Pretty nice.
He did just buy back, right?
Yeah, he's at 1,200. Now he's at 2,200.
Classic.
Oh, DJ. Be careful up here.
Dangerous positioning.
He might nuke it once he has Blink back up, but it doesn't look like it's gone. Stay hidden.
Is DJ gonna go for this wave? No.
He's going back for the previous, I guess. Probably wants to conserve his mana since there is a potential Roche standoff coming soon. We're realistically already there.
Man, that fight was real chaotic. They dropped 2 wards in the same location.
Yeah.
These buybacks being down really Puts Alliance in a difficult spot.
Oh, Gem picked up on 23 Savage. Not sure if we mentioned that.
Oh, Ice Bottle's a double damage rune on the Tiny. Doesn't have the Ags, but still.
Yeah. Interesting he takes it over.
Yeah, especially if it's a bottle. I'm surprised he didn't just hand the bottle to 23 Savage.
Not a bad DD hero, but Night Stalker definitely the better of the two.
Very precarious position for Alliance.
What level is Invoker right now?
21.
Okay.
Got the Alacrity damage talent. So
yeah, I
he's-
guess with the Night Stalker.
Yeah. They don't have the best. I mean, they have Shaman, but we're seeing that even that's unreliable disable to set up for Cataclysm.
Yeah, and Will-O-Wisp isn't that great with all the BKBs online now.
Going for the guaranteed high impact plays. It's a lot of damage and attack speed.
Another arrow thrown in, and they're going to make their jump now. 23 Savage
the
with the Alacrity hitting for over 400. They're working on this Roche. Arrow comes through, only aids them. Do Alliance dare engage? They are down 3 buybacks. Legion, Alk, as well as Ogre, and actually the smoke.
I like this. They show themselves in the pit, then very quickly smoke elsewhere, even though Alliance will know they're not in that pit anymore with the scouting, but...
Just hanging out. They did get some vision with that scan. They know Alliance are in the area, and 23 Savage is going to commit for this. He jumps forward. He's got the gem. He keeps eyes on Fada. Not going to go all in. We'll get the wards cleared out.
Small
Get
win.
some tasty gold, 500.
Yo, the discipline.
I thought
And
they
now
had,
back off for the Roche.
yeah, Fada has no buyback there, so he's worth probably jumping and killing, but he was just a little bit too far away.
Roche is going to drop too fast here. It looks like Arrow does come in. Oh, hits the Roche.
Helps him.
Looks like it would have hit 23
Yeah.
Savage.
There's
AJ now making his move. He catches out Fada. Nico Baby's ready, but the stun gets canceled. Quick Hex, and well, he gets purged up, chucked up and down, though. He's just not that tanky in these fights. He's got to back off, stay together with the team. The Ignis committed. Now they're chasing out 23 Savage. BKB's ending soon, though. Nico Baby up on a cliff! Up on a cliff, so they're going to have to fight without him for a little while. Blink available. No, they keep the damage going. All he can do is throw in a stun. It's a good one, though. Connects on two.
They're
The rest of
tipping
the
him
team
mid-fight.
actually doing good damage even without him. Limp's hanging on here. Might be able to kill off 23 Savage once. Can they do it a second time? That'll be the real test. They get up the duel. They're still isolating. Nico Baby finally makes his way down. And Fnatic, I don't know if they're going to take this fight. Ice in trouble. He's dead. That's death number 5. And Jabs has the TP out. The rest of the team scrambles back. And they got the Aegis too.
They got so excited about being on the cliff. Connor was just sitting there poking him to cancel the blink. Unfortunately, an uphill miss.
See, Prison Artur knows how to get clipped, unlike the real Artur. You let the rest of your team shiv everyone inside of that high ground position while you just stand there and make the call. Let's go!
Oh, man.
Oh, dude, I can't. Fnatic is just a nuts team. They're literally tipping him. There were 0 heroes dead. No one had died, and they're tipping.
Let me just open up the scoreboard real quick.
And DJ is doing hero lines in the middle of a freaking team fight. It's like these guys just like how can you focus on a team fight when you're using tips and hero lines?
Oh, man.
So I'm
Not the
correct,
fight that
yeah,
they thought it was
They
going to
won
be.
the fight after they lost the Roche.
They
and
might
the
lose
Cheese.
more here. 23 Savage. Engager. He is going to Dark Ascension away.
That's a long cooldown. He didn't have his blink. It was in his backpack.
Just got his nullifier.
Bounty runes. No longer priority number 1 to deny from an alchemist, although it will fund the Ag's Scepter funds. Still
Is
yet
the first
to
one
pull.
online yet? or
No.
No, okay.
No Ags yet.
He's going to have the buyback available soon. 2 minutes. Oh, Bounty's bot. They're pinning him out. Fada's like, yeah, let's get that Ag Scepter fund
Man,
going.
Moon thought about it. He's like, nah, never mind.
All right, 4,800. They'll be able to buy one and have buyback pretty soon.
Moon with the Lincolns. This might be the idea to help protect some of these, like against the BKB shackles, for example.
Yeah, if they're able to save press the attack for later on in the fight, I think. Wait, does
No,
what
it's the
levels-
Invoker.
Oh, okay.
He's got the Lincolns.
Oh, I see.
Because,
So
I
then
mean, block
you
the
have a
duel,
guaranteed
block the Abyssal.
BKB check. Well, I guess if they Abyssal and
It
duel.
can still be purged off by Legion, but you're not afraid of getting jeweled or abyssal.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's putting on Shaman. If anything, he's just trying to protect himself against the duel. Because Legion does not have any good way to break that Linken's himself.
Yeah, and Legion a long ways away from AoE press the attack, only level 19.
Alright, some 25s coming up. Nightstalker's 25. Typically you see that Dark Ascension cooldown from what I've seen, at least the last game I saw that.
It's
but
possible whenever you have the Alacrity talent with Invoker, then maybe you go for Hunter Speed, but I still think that the cooldown is just more valuable.
You have it, the uptime's like, what, 40% almost? It's like 30 seconds up, 80-second cooldown.
Yeah.
It's such it's a big improvement. And if you got the Alacrity, I don't feel like you need even more attack speed on top.
That's true.
Like,
plus, it's just the fact that it turns the entire map to nighttime. It's not even about the buff for yourself. You have so much free pathing and all that stuff.
All that good stuff.
What other, any big other 25s or anything coming? No, are there any 25 heroes yet? Doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
Oh, DP got the eggs. No.
Okay, sweet. She will start farming much quicker now also, so it's kind of a self-propagating.
He's getting wards.
Yeah.
He's getting bounties.
Teach him
another 5K.
Oh, they're baiting this DD room. Classic Fnatic Dota.
All right, time for the tips to come out. All right, maybe a little early.
These guys tip more than most. They're probably the closest to OG when it comes to the tip abuse.
Yeah.
Abuse.
They're abusing their enemy, that's for sure. Last game with Spirit was a spicy one. I just love that they lost the fight while they were tipping.
I know, right?
Wouldn't have been nearly as funny if they had won.
I mean, this is a Cliffed Alchemist. I'm pretty sure you think that you win the fight, but little did they know.
Fnatic getting their jollies on here in the dire jungle, but Alliance are making a move.
Lim shows himself.
DP daring them. The arrow comes in just a bit off the mark, but
don't know if it got Vision of Ice Ice Slice.
He's still lurking. Alliance are moving in. They're creeping forward. Oh, they jump. They find Fada. They try to lock him down. He does get purged, but the Ignis is there to also grab the DP who gets pushed away. The ward trap on the rear end of this fight, but Nico Baby comes in, just starts going to work on that Shaman. Relatively tanky, but not that tanky. He will drop BKBs everywhere. Committed Exorcism as well. The duel on Jab's going to finish him off on the right side of the fight. 23 Savage is going ham on this Ogre with Ice Ice Ice. They're going to have to run, though. Yep. They cannot fight into this DP.
Oh, another tornado.
Moon, how much can he get done here with the Ags? Rest of the team out. So, Exorcism committed. Pretty long cooldown at the stage.
I mean, numbers look kind of even. Overall, what, one buyback on each side used? It was a dieback for Fada, but it's not like you're being high-grounded right now.
They did lose their gem, it looks like.
On the Fnatic side?
I think so.
No, it's still on the ground in the mid lane. Yeah,
I think Nightstalker stopped carrying it because he didn't have
room.
They're going for it, saving the gem. Moon now trying to get out. Alk stun coming through. 23 Savage. He's got to be careful. Nico Baby is out of mana, though. The Invoker control is a big problem in this fight. But the duel blinks right past it. Limp standing strong with the Spirit Siphon gets the duel win. That's 116 damage on 33. And they are chasing 4 more. Another Spirit Siphon, another bash. He doesn't even have mana for the Abyssal Blade and doesn't even need it. Gem hits the deck. Was it worth it?
Oh, that gem
was it worth it, Fnatic? It was not.
Yes. That answers the question of which team needs their BKBs more, because they were all down after the earlier fight. The Gems, like, neutral grounds, capture the flag, and Alliance, they... I don't even know if it's, like, the prioritization. It was daytime, like you're saying.
Yeah, daytime was the big problem there.
Well, it's also Invoker being in an incredibly forward position, like where he's got to run instead of being able to sit back and, you know, let the tanky frontliners
That's why I assumed the BKBs being down was going to be worse for Alliance, because then Invoker can just go use everything. But he ended up using Ice Wall, and then he was just like, they're getting kind of close to me. I'm going to run away now, and still ended up dying.
Yeah, he doesn't have a BKB yet, actually.
Yeah.
A little surprising for the stage. Oh, man. You know, it's like the Alk lineups have that kind of, like, flat line where before he can start giving the team Ags and he starts falling off a little bit, but now he's just everybody's getting an Ags.
So he has the second one in his backpack. Murana or himself, would be my guess. I only see Legion Commander Ags lose games. I don't think Unrefined Fire Blast is that useful this game.
I could see it being an Ogre, but Probably not. Oh, he's standing by 33.
Wow.
No, he's going Ogre.
Go Ogre.
Fada, yeah. It looks like it.
Huh. Wait.
There we go.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Fada suddenly doubling up the keeper of the light net worth almost. Pretty good.
Just another stun with all these short BKBs having a
Yeah.
second multi-castable stun against like Night Stalker.
And I guess if you're getting
On a 3,200 HP hero with 23 armor.
if you're getting EMP'd every fight, he's probably doesn't even have the mana for his normal Fire Blast, so who cares?
And you're playing for the ultra late game. We could see that level 25 Ogre getting that Fire Blast damage.
It doesn't work on Unrefined though.
Oh, okay.
So-
yeah.
so
Which
Ice
it should. It really should, but it only works on the normal Fire Blast.
Daedalus, no Aghanims though. You can see the tiny eggs for now.
So, next Roche, perhaps the name of the game. It is, what, Roche number 3 now? Refresher Shard or Axe?
Yeah, I believe so.
Everybody is killable this game. You know, so much strong disable, a lot of BKBs, good saves on the dire side. So it really does come down to execution.
Ice completes his Daedalus. Doesn't have buyback right now, just short of it. Definitely a risky spot to be in. They get another gem on the Fnatic team, knowing that just dewarding, and you're playing against Mirana Moonlight Shadow. You got to have a gem.
Still, this tier 1 is up at 48 minutes into the game.
Wow. Invoker completes his 10-second BKB. Problem is the rest of his team's at 5 seconds, so he's probably going to have to run out the same time everyone else does, but at least he has some protection from unstable concoctions and stuff like that.
He's split pushing bot lane. He's going to force some people back, I imagine.
Smoke by Fnatic. Smoke by Alliance as well. Bottom lane did get pushed in, so looks like they will spread out a little bit.
Oh my god, that Forge Spirit's about to take this tier 3 tower single-handedly.
Oh, Savage coming from the low ground though. 33 blinks out. Nico Baby blinks out. They want to retreat. DP has BOTs. BKB by 33. Does he engage? Meanwhile, Ward Trap on Fada, but that's not really the hero you want to be focusing on. I say Ward Trap, just the Shackle and Ward Drop. And they're going to go on to jabs here. Chasing forward, Alp's getting into them. He's working on Moon. Moon's got the BKB. He's got the cheese. He's got the Ghost Walk, and he is running for dear life. Buyback on the Legion Commander. They want to re-engage. Go for round 2. Tornado comes through. They're chasing into the Shaman wards. Surely they'll kill these off first. And,
Yeah, these
Nico
Shaman
Baby
wards are not a threat anymore.
Yeah.
Food, their money for Mr. Nico Baby, who has 10k gold.
I think, yeah. So into the Roche pit now.
Another Ag's queued up. Alright, Mirana. Or
Tides
himself.
seem
Or
to have
himself. He's
turned.
got the synth as well. So it might be.
And this is a refresher Roche, not a synth Roche.
He also ate a Moon Shard at some
Oh,
point.
you're right. Not the synth.
Oh, they got the duel. Good grab on Moon on the
man.
side of the fight. Doesn't have the BKB. Used it to get away earlier. Multicast brings him down. Dead for 100. No buyback on him.
Dude.
This could be the end of the game. They might just go down mid. Ice also caught out. That is going to be death number 6.
What a sick Force Staff purchase. So
Yeah,
he
I
used that to
just-
break the Lincolns on Invoker?
I was wondering how he got the jewel off. and
Damn.
Alliance are just going to go for it here. You see 23 Savage scrambling to the bottom lane. No, they're going to back off.
He's got double damage.
Cliff
so
comes out.
He
They chill. They're
He
going to
can
go
really
Roche
threaten.
and play it safe.
he blinks forward, gets the tower. He's going to try force.
He's
some
going to
TPs.
Rex them for
Yeah,
this.
he is.
Is the Aegis worth it?
Oh, he's
TPs?
running.
They don't want to give this one up.
Oh, Alchemist canceled TP. He might.
Oh,
wanna
he's going to go back in.
Fada is here though.
Yeah, Ogre's protecting.
But I don't know if they can stop this.
If he just
They purge off
BKBs
the DD.
hits, oh, BKB,
Oh,
slowing,
no TP.
slowing him down with the Spirit Siphon, and 23 Savage has to get out, has the blink, does it,
Okay.
but still the Roche is going to drop. So Alliance, they lose a tier 3, they keep the racks, and they get the Aegis cheese. And the Refresher Shard on the Legion.
Probably pass that back over to Limp would be my guess.
Yeah, double exorcism. Well, not double, but 2 exorcisms.
He'll just keep it warm for now in his backpack.
Oh man, and now Death Prophet hits 25, exorcism grants haste.
So Invoker has the gold for the buyback now. Shouldn't be using it with only 20 seconds. And Alliance are going to march on to high ground. Yeah, double exorcism is just about ready.
They'll happily give up a lane of racks if they can hold buyback.
Oh,
Whoa.
dual commitment, 33, huge jump forward, very bold maneuver. They're fighting into the wards, into the tier 4 towers.
The attack after the dual win.
Oh my god.
Dude, and then
The
that,
cojones on this man.
he used the Force Staff offensively to bring the Coddle closer to him for the duel.
What a play.
Core 4-step on Legion Commander is what I'm seeing from this guy. AoE press the attack as well.
Now they're looking to bring down this Fnatic base. They thought they had it in the bag, but it is not looking that way now. Ice getting controlled, getting stunned. The Alchemist being forced back. 23 Savage diving in deep. Can even kill off the Ogre? No, the Bastions are coming through. The Abyssal's committed as well.
Unrefined
And they
fire,
are going to turn this
multicast.
with the arrow. 23 Savage dead for 100. He's got a buyback, does so immediately. Looks to rejoin the fight. An Alliance looking to get out now. Ice slowly swinging that big
Al33
stick,
is
but he's
alive!
stunned. This Alc just won't die. And Alliance are going to keep on pushing forward. Tiny also has buyback. Connell has it. The refresher shards was used, it looks like, and Alliance just committing for tier 4 towers. There's no more glyph. They've got to hold this. They've got to fight. Instant purge on that Hex. BKB shackles from distance, but the counter duel 33 going in deep. Ignis there, but where's the damage? They're lacking it. Another win for him. He's at plus
daytime
168. Night Stalker not offering much in this fight. Nico Baby gets tornadoed up, but the tier 4-1 is falling. They keep on fighting. They keep on looking for kills. The Ignis, still a problem. It's finally going to expire. Ice. He's likely going down, batted around, isolated by himself on the back lines. Huge AoE coming through. Alliance charging in. Somehow they pull this one out from the grave. They wipe the entire Fnatic team. Where the hell are your tips now, boys? Ultra kill from Nico Baby and a devastating loss for Fnatic.
That felt like Fnatic's game to lose at some point, but it really was Alliance playing some crazy dough to get back into it. This wasn't just Fnatic making any crazy big mistakes.
That graph. Oh my
That's
God.
a cliff.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hell of a game, though.
So you have like the optimal start versus Alc,
Mm-hmm.
and they still win.
Yeah.
Don't think it was just the Alc. But
No, I don't think it was as like as imminent as the Morph Shaker feels, for example, where it's like no matter what you do, you're still not going to be able to beat this. I think this was more off of Alliance just playing extremely well.
Yeah. They executed their fights so perfectly. There were maybe a few miscalls. Like when we praised DJ, some of his calls to just try and start fights with his BKB. He was just getting focused down. I think Alliance recognized this guy is the one who's going to win Fnatic fights. Let's just make sure we purge off press the attack all of his Sables, use the Abyssal to kill him, duel him, take him out, and the fights are a whole lot easier.
33 came up huge in those clutch fights
the very
down
end
the
for
stretch.
sure. Yeah, him being able to get the duel on the Invoker, I think, was game-winning in the river. Force staff to break the link ends, immediate duel, and Moon doesn't have to buy back at that point, but it opened up the map entirely.
And that last minute of the game, when he has an Aegis, you could suddenly see his like face light up, and he's like, "I'm going to play as aggressive as I want, dive your tier 4 towers because." This Alc didn't have room for the Aegis. This is my Aegis. Yeah. This game is now mine. And Alliance, whew, what a fantastic...
That is definitely this team's strongest attribute is their shot calling. Like, more than anything, just the team decision-making. They're very decisive. They're very coordinated. I do not want to be going late against this team. Like, I feel like they can potentially outplay just about anyone.
Yeah.
And even though Fnatic do lose, I think this is the best Fnatic game that we've seen them play.
Yeah.
I don't really think that... Yeah, I have no real qualms with the Coddle Nightstalker. I think Alliance just outplayed them.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just not enough, though, boys. And Alliance, well, they pull victory from the jaws of defeat. They take Game 1. We'll be back soon for Game 2. You're watching the MDL Chengdu Major. Stick around.